Hello po, Ray Valera po. Listen to Filipino Radio Experience in Las Vegas, PHLV Radio.
Your Filipino radio experience is finally here in Las Vegas. The music that defines you.
Ako sa'yo, ipaglalaban ko.
Listen to a Filipino radio experience here in Las Vegas. Get the PHLV radio app from the App Store and Google Play.
PHLV Radio.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Alright everybody, good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Tanghali dito sa Las Vegas. Ayun, medyo nagtataka kayo at medyo maaga kami yung tanghaling araw na to. It's Friday, April 1st. Ayun, magandang hapon, magandang umaga sa Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ayun, sa ating mga kababayan dito sa New York. Yan, hello po sa inyong lahat. Sa Queens, New York, mga kaibigan natin. Sa Florida. Yan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. By the way, syempre, nagtataka kayo bakit ang aga ni Kuya Jay ngayon dito sa ating studio. Hindi po tayo naka-Fil-Am musika, naka-PHLV Radio Sports by Kuya Jay po tayo ngayong hapon na to. So, syempre, medyo ibabalita po natin na meron kaming malaking event na mangyayari ngayong weekend na tinatawag na Familia Washington Las Vegas Invitational 2022. Mamaya po yan ipaliliwanag ng ating kapamilya na manggagaling pa from Washington DC. So by the way, wag na nating patagalin pa bago tayo mag-shoutout. Siyempre, pakikilala natin ang ating panauhing pangdangal ngayong tanghaling ito. At siyempre, isa sa mga kasamahan natin sa East Coast na tinatawag na Familia Washington DC, founder and president. At syempre, huwag natin patagalin pa. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Enrico Quintana.
Hey, magandang gabi, Pilipinas, and good morning. Ano na bang oras? Medyo nawala ako doon. Good morning dito sa Las Vegas, West Coast, and 3 hours advance. Good afternoon dyan sa East Coast. Kung saan kami nanggaling. So, hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned.
Ayos. Coach Eric, magandang hapon sa iyo. Welcome to ating dito sa ating PHLV Radio, Fil-Am Musika. Oh, mali. PHLV Radio, Sports by Kuya Jay. Yan, nalilito ako. Sorry.
No.
Yan, so, kumusta na? Yan.
Well, yeah, okay. Thank you, Jay. Sorry, na-cut off kita. But anyway, it's been a pleasure from the East Coast na mag-represent and makabisita sa inyo dito sa Las Vegas, sa ating mga Filipino community at sa mga nag-represent sa AAPBA Familia DC Spring Invitational here in Vegas. So hopefully mag-enjoy sila, yung mga bata. This Friday coming 5 o'clock we'll start our games. It's gonna be live in our Facebook page, in Las Vegas Invitational Group, and in Familia DC Washington page. So stay tuned lang, and then we have the Saturday-Sunday game.
Ayos. Siyempre, sa ating mga listeners ngayon na nakikinig, alam ko medyo na-miss nyo yung aking show na PHLV Radio Sports by Kuya Jay. Medyo matagal kasing medyo nabakante ng konti dahil sobrang busy si Kuya Jay. So yun mga kababayan, meron po kaming weekends na mangyayaring tinatawag na Spring Invitational dito sa Las Vegas na pinamumunuan ng ating presidente na si Enrico Quintana at si Tito Manny Umali. Yan. So ano bang makikita natin mamayang hapon?
Well, mag-start muna tayo sa youth, starting from 16 and under and then 19 and under. So may mga participants tayo coming all over from West Coast and East Coast. Try to just to make sure kasi baka may magalit at makalimutan. So meron tayo the San Francisco Revolution from Seattle, FIBA Virginia, Coach Russell, shout out sa Seattle. Like I said, SD Fil-Am Finest from Coach Atoy. So that's from there, San Diego. And then we have, your the Las Vegas here, team ni Jay. And then Tumakbo, George Quintero. So this Sunday, this Friday night from 5 till 9 o'clock in the evening, these are consist of 16 and under, 19 and under na kina-qualify natin. Pagdating ni Coach Shot, we have an all-star game. So let's see kung makakita si Coach Shot ng somebody to represent our country from sa Batang Gilas na 18 and under and 16 and under.
Ayos. So, siyempre, hindi lang mga kabataan ang makikita natin. Meron din tayong mga tinatawag na mga ex-pro, mga ex-PBA, mga MPBA na mga galing pa sa iba't ibang states dito sa Amerika. So, siyempre, Coach, siyempre, alam naman natin dalawa ngayon. Sa ating mga listeners na hindi nakakaalam, hindi lang si Coach Quintana ang ating bisita ngayong tanghaling ito. Siyempre, meron tayong gigisahin maya-maya ng konti. Kasi itong taong to, isa sa pinaka nire-respeto at kinatatakutan sa sa larangan ng basketball back in those days. So, marami tayong malalaman at matututunan dito sa taong to. At isa rin to sa mga nag-interview sa akin back in those days nung ano bang pangalan?
Hindi ka pa busy.
Yun, anong pangalan ng show na yan?
Yan yung podcast namin ni Alex na Talakayan Hoops.
Yan. So mga kababayan, huwag na natin patagalin pa. At
naiinip na siya.
Naiinip na to at baka mamaya bigla tayong gulpihin. At anyway, ladies and gentlemen, syempre siya yung tinatawag na the living proof na tinatawag sa mga hindi nakakaalam sa ating mga kababayan na Pilipino. 1999 po siya nang pumasok sa MPBA. Year 2000 nung pinasok niya ang PBA, yon. At siyempre, mapag-uusapan din natin kung kailan siya huminto at bakit siya huminto. Yan, pinagmamalaki po natin isang kababayan at malaking puso, malaking tao at walang iba kundi si Mr. Alex Crisano.
Thank you, Jay. Of course, Coach Eric. I'm happy to be in a place where I feel like I fit in. Walked around here, entertainers are everywhere. People, the vibe is awesome. I can't wait to see these kids later on. This is what I'm looking forward to is to keep that fire burning in my heart for these kids that actually dream big, live big, be living proof. Nothing about any ego tripping, nothing, but it's all just blessings and sharing with these kids and everything I do.
Nice.
So I'm very, very humbled to be here and to share this microphones, even with the guy back here. I just met him. Mr.
Johan.
Bossing, Johan. Ano pangalan mo? Ano pangalan yan?
Yo, Kuya Yo.
Kuya Yo, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you, brother. This ain't my first rodeo, of course, but I do want to share with people that never judge a book by its cover.
Totoo yan.
And never judge a person by how they look. So I'm in a place like this. Yes.
Well, alam mo, Coach, siyempre, mamaya natin tutuloy yung kwentuhan natin dyan sa tournament natin. Siyempre, gusto ko sana pasalamatan si Alex na sobrang busy yan kahit na marami siyang ginagawa. Yun, guys, bumiyahe siya dito sa Las Vegas para makasama namin dito sa ating weekend tournament. So, Alex, we do really appreciate it yung time na binigay mo sa amin dito sa Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Yan, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Yan.
Salamat din, pare. Salamat.
Yan. So, syempre, konting recap lang, konting kwentuhan tungkol sa buhay ni Mr. Crisano. So, wala naman tayong mga Pilipino na naglaro ng basketball na hindi nangarap na marating yung napuntahan ni Mr. Crisano. Yon, siyempre, isa na kami ni Coach Eric dyan. Yon. But anyway, Eric, siyempre, let's refresh yung mga nakaraan natin na nung nagsisimula ka pa maglaro ng basketball, sino ba naging inspirasyon mo para maglaro ka?
Yung talaga, before it was Charles Barkley and Sean Kemp. And then it went from there to, let me see, Charles Oakley, the Oak Tree.
Forcer.
And after that, it was Dennis Rodman. Those type of players inspired me because of the hustle, hard play, just like saying shut up and just play, stop complaining. Those are the people that did it. So, and then syempre yung brother ko, he was the one lagi naman yung sa likod mag-push sa akin kasi
How many brothers and sisters do you
I
have?
have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay.
Big family.
Ikaw ba yung pinakamatanda?
I'm the youngest, second youngest.
Second youngest.
Second youngest.
So, how old are you when you started playing basketball?
I started playing basketball when I was a late bloomer, because I was skateboarder before BMX. Extreme sports I liked.
Thrasher.
I was a thrasher, and at the same time, just watching people play. When I used to skateboard in the parks in New York City with my brother, and then when we came back to Staten Island, I started watching them play more. And syempre, the ball came towards me when I was skateboarding, and I just picked it up. And I always watched people dunk, like, in the neighborhoods, and sometimes, Julius Erving. That's how far I'm going back. You would see, like, commercials made with Julius Erving, and you see him dunk. And I tried, and I almost did it. So I was like saying, wow, maybe I have some,
Coach, medyo napansin ko, napakalaking tao nitong si
Alex.
Si Alex. So, how old are you teka, mali ang tanong ko. Nung nung 16 years old ka, anong height mo nung time na yon? Kung natatandaan mo.
Well, to tell you the truth, I sprouted between 13. I was 13. I was like 5'9".
You're already 5'9".
I was 5'9" at 13. By the time I was 15, I was 6'2". And I had a growth spurt between that time, and I was just, I guess God had plans for me somewhere else.
Saan ka ba pinanganak? Dito sa Pilipinas? Sa Amerika ba o doon sa Pilipinas?
Doon. Oh no, dito lang. I was born here.
Originally where?
I was born in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York.
Born in Brooklyn, raised in Staten Island, New York.
Shoutout mo naman yung mga kababayan natin doon sa New York. Come on. yung mga kaibigan natin doon, siyempre may mga...
Oh, of course. If they're watching, I want to say, what's up? Anong balita? I haven't talked to anybody real lately soon, but
mga schoolmates mo.
They're all scattered among United States now, because we all grown up, we all got families. So whoever's watching from that side, the East Coast, what's up? You know how it is. You know the vibes. And for the rest of the people watching here in Vegas, it's time to have some fun.
Yeah.
So ngayon, saan ka na naka-reside ngayon?
Now, I had to take care of my parents at one point. So
where?
In Florida.
On Florida.
Sweet.
So
Kailan ka lumipat doon?
2 years ago.
2 years. Kailan lang?
So 2 years. So it was a struggle because, like I said, sabi ko, it's a life-changing living thing that I had to do as a son. I took it into my own hands. The responsibility was big, and I became a caretaker without thinking twice to my own parents. This is a circle of life. To how I looked at it, if God put me here, and if He put me in this direction, I got to grab it, learn from it, endure the pain, and happy, everything, and then just go through it. Whatever may come out at the end, this wasn't just my choice. This was God's destiny, and He put me there. And I'm a big believer in signs. I'm a big believer in situations. And when that happened, I took it. And being there for my mother and my father was, I think, one of the best career moves I ever did in life.
Well, for sure, your parents are so proud of you sa mga na-achieve mo sa Pilipinas. Yan, kung ano may mga nagawa mo doon.
Siyempre.
So, definitely, talagang masaya-masaya sila para sa'yo. Yeah.
Well, I did it, to tell you the truth, I did it for them, but I also did it to show my kids in the Philippines. People can change.
That's true.
People can change.
Pero hindi pa natin natatapos yung yung kwentuhan natin doon sa istorya ni Mr. Crisano. So, from New York, siyempre, alam ko doon ka na-discover, di ba?
Yeah.
So, sino yung taong nakakita sa'yo para daling ka sa Pilipinas?
Wala. It was an old PBA player that seen me playing with CPAG. I was playing for CPAG, and Joe Grosby was the one that was really pursuing me, because my brother, yung kapatid ko, he was pursuing me because of my skill, my talent. The hard thing, and what he did was, I forgot, I swear, this was going back like 97. I forgot the guy's name. He's an old school PBA player. He was the one that was scouting. And I was playing for the CPAG at the time. And then after that, I had a couple of trainings. Like he said to me, "Are you Filipino?" I says, "I think I am." And I have a grandfather and a grandmother who was born. And the next thing you know, he was like, "Bring your Lola, bring your." And I'm like, "Lola." I didn't know what Lola meant at the time. My grandfather came in. You know how the older generation talk, very masungit, very like
Conservative.
like conservative, but they
Yeah.
were very straight to the point, like walang bola, walang yeah. Ako yung grandfather ko, bakit? And he spoke little Tagalog, but he was from Iloilo. He spoke a little bit.
Oh, your
Yeah.
grandparents are from Iloilo.
Yeah, my grandparents from my mother's side. So
Mother's side.
that from there on, he was like, "Okay, sige, may dugo na, may proof na." So I just then I kept playing for CPOG, and we went to the finals, and I got ejected because I got to an argument with one of the players on another team. And I don't know if he's still around. God bless him.
Ano tong CPOG? Ano?
CPOG was a foundation that was built for the basketball of Staten Island.
Sa Sipag, yeah. From Naba.
From Nava.
Nava.
Yes, I think he was run with what's
Sipag is a Staten Island,
Yeah.
like a group, like association.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
it's an
Albanos.
acronym, yeah.
So, ibig mo sabihin, nakatulong din sa yung CPOG na yan.
Yeah, they were giving me the chance
Baka
to
gusto mo
actually-
silang pasalamatan.
Oh, of course. I thanked them as soon as I came back. I said, "Thank you for making me come back home alive."
Yeah.
I probably, it was a joke, but I told them every time I see them, even Larry Albano, his son,
Commissioner.
Champ Albano. I seen him, and I say, man, it was a voyage. I appreciate the love and everything that y'all gave me. So as of now, I just saying. So going back to my grandfather, it was crazy that this guy Joe Grosby, may he rest his soul in peace.
Yeah.
To the Grosby family, thank you once again. I still keep in touch with them. I always show love and I always show support to his son. Because he does his basketball camps in Staten Island too. So, like I said, to me it was a life, and this is what I want to teach these young people. Don't take advantage.
Well, siyempre, siguro kahit ikaw, coach, nagtataka ka, bakit nagkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na makausap at makilala natin kung sino talaga si Alex Crisano. Sa ating mga kasi, sa mga listeners ngayong hapon na to, sa mga nanonood, hindi lang kasi mga matatanda ang maglalaro mamaya. Marami tayong mga kabataan na maglalaro mamaya sa Sabado at saka sa Linggo. So, ang ginagawa natin ngayon, siyempre, gawin nating isang example si Alex sa ating itong mga kabataan na nanonood na, na gawin nating inspirasyon na tong si Alex na gayahin natin na marami siyang naging struggle sa buhay pero lumaban siya.
Laban.
'Di ba? So marami kasi tayong mga kids, mga 16 and under na maglalaro mamaya, which is makikita ka mamaya sa most of them, they know you. So siyempre magiging masaya ang ating mga players mamaya na makikita ka. Tsaka yung ibang mga ex-PBA na naglaro sa larangan ng ng basketball sa Pilipinas. So dahil diyan siyempre nakakatuwa na nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na makilala si Alex. So isang magandang inspirasyon ba para sa ating mga kabataan. So
Jay, I just want to say this too. I see what's going on Facebook. It's NBA players. Between championships, between awards, between points, assists. You know what I think? I think that to me, that's ego. I think that to me, that shouldn't be labeled as a person of greatness. I never heard Michael Jordan ever say he's a GOAT. I never heard Dennis Rodman say he was the best rebounder. It's the people around you. So for me, I may have won 3 championships, but I never won awards. So people may think, oh, he didn't win an award. Why should I listen to him? Well, maybe if you would play my game and play to my shoes, you would understand how hard it was to win an award. At the same time, respect the profession, everybody.
Plus, I know, I can feel yung mayroong mga struggle to kahit hindi siya nagsasalita sa akin. So, nasa-sense ko yung pinagdaanan niya kasi from living here in America and then going to the Philippines without not knowing anybody. Our culture is totally different here. So it's a big adjustment for him.
Actually, Jay, madagdag ko lang. First, note yung kay Coach Larry Albano who helped him. The Gorospe family was been playing in Sipag, for so long. And the founder and the president is Coach Larry Albano. He's a 3-time champion coach and an RP team coach in the Philippines. So, yun na talaga yung ng NABA ever since na, and CPAG is one of the foundations, even until now, sila lang ang natitira na original na, NABA has been with here for 32 years.
32
and
years.
It's been an inspiration of Familia, Washington DC na makapasok dito sa organization na to and help to become his deputy director of NABA for the US, because we have a US and Canadian delegations from NABA. So yung sinasabi niya, si Coach Larry is been known in the Philippines before he got here. And then tinuloy lang niya be inspired to get this Fil-Am basketball, Filipino players who wanted to play to the Philippines. And nung nasabi mo nga about inspiration, later on, marami talagang mga Filipino PBA players na darating sa, to inspire everyone. And one of them is Alex. And what's good about Alex is yung show namin ni Alex, yung podcast namin, is
ano ba yun?
Yung Talakayan Hoops.
Yun.
We're catering, the Fil-Am players. Like you said, may mga in-interview kaming players na, have been there, and then for them to assist them to know kung ano yung in-expect nyo sa Philippines. Kasi I don't want them to get culture shock. And Alex is a living proof that been there, done that, and then bumalik na dito. Kasi gusto naming ma-make sure yung mga recruits naming players dito na, hey, wag yung expect na pag dumating kayo sa Philippines, how you played here, it's gonna be the same thing there. It's always different. And then, and actually, that's good that when you said that he's gonna be an inspiration to the Fil-Am players. But at the same time, there will be a lot of good PBA players, so ex-pro, that will be seen in Saturday and
I think
Sunday.
whoever I played with, I think I seen some names.
Exactly.
And I was even amazed that I said, "Oh, they're coming down."
Yeah, they're coming down.
Oh, okay. So I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
At the same time, I said I ain't gonna reach out to them on Facebook.
Exactly.
I just want to meet up with them. You know what I'm saying?
So, ang nangyari nung dumating ka sa Pilipinas, may sinong kasama mo nagdala doon? And how old are you at that time?
See, at that time, I was 25.
Wow.
20. No, wait. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 24.
24. Kalakasan yun.
Yeah, I was 24. Well, just picture me with no tattoos, young, fresh, right out the womb, and didn't know nothing about the Philippines, but just
Fresh Prince, yeah.
yeah, like the Fresh Prince. That's a Mac, But I was brought out there by Joe Grosby himself.
Yeah.
He was the one that
legend.
actually.
So straight up to MPBA.
Yeah,
PBL,
NBA.
No,
NBA.
Metro NBA.
NBA.
Metro Ball Basket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Under Ramon
yes.
Ramon
Yeah,
Fernandez.
Commissioner
back in
Ramon
those days.
Fernandez. Yeah.
Yes, and the first tryout was with Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija Patriots.
With and to tell you
Why
the truth,
Nueva Ecija? You're from Iloilo.
I know. But you know how it is.
It's like a
You know how
drafting,
it
right?
is. No.
it's a tryout?
It was a tryout.
They'll pick you up.
So don't
I
sa-
think because Joe Grosby had a connection straight to tapos the last game I had was in Boston. I went there as a guesting just like a week ago. I met the guy. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry if you're watching and your sons or anybody in the family. He had a tryout in Long Island, and he tried out. They were training me. It was cold. It was it was like 30 degrees, and they were making me chase the ball here. They were saying how high I can jump, and I was training in the cold. And he's like, "You remember me?" I said, "Oh my God, your house! I remember your house. I remember your son." And he was like, "Yeah, we trained you." So I was like, "Okay, it's great to see you're still alive." These are the things you got to appreciate.
Exactly,
these little
every
things,
day.
man. Every day, like people think like
Thank
you're
God,
crazy
thank
for
God,
saying
yeah,
that.
thank God.
But to get back to the story,
So it got some mission. That's
yeah,
what
it's
I like,
definitely
yeah.
a mission.
Yeah.
Everything's aligned for the right things.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing fame and fortune no more. I'm chasing the mistakes that I can help other people not make. Because I don't think anybody. This is what I feel. My mind is not like everybody else's. My heart is not like everybody else's. We all have different feelings and different thoughts. So I don't want to see somebody else go through a struggle like that. I don't think they can make it. If you're not headstrong and heart strong, some people fold. But as I was saying, you know, he brought me there when I was 24. I tried out with Nueva Ecija.
So tryout pa, nag-tryout ka pa.
Yeah.
Hindi ka pa pala pasok nun.
Hindi. Siyempre, they
Isa
want
lang
to
ba yan,
see.
Lex? Or like, how
Hindi,
many
Kasi,
teams you been try out?
Okay, the reason why, because I think talaga, Barkada C, there was a guy,
So, man,
he was a general.
6'7" eh. Like,
Yes.
who's gonna not to pick you up, bro?
But-
Pero ang sabi niya, nag-tryout pa siya.
Nag-tryout pa, exactly.
Yeah, they said
Yeah, right.
Because it's the way it is. I think they were trying to make me feel like, oh, I got to do my best.
Pero
So-
pero baka pasok na siya.
Oh.
No.
But meron ba bang iba, Alex, like other than that?
No, so NBA ain't that.
So just one.
Just the one, because they were just straight. What was his name?
That's like a
Oh,
formality, though. I mean, you know. Kasi
Colonel.
wala rin iba
Okay,
eh.
the guy that I met. This is the thing. When I first came to the Philippines, they hit Balabagan on my stamp on my passport, and it was American. So Balabagan, how can you hit me with a Balabagan stamp? And I'm using a pen. I said, so I was like already saying to myself, I like this country, but they made a mistake, you know, because I was with Joe Grosby, so they corrected it, and then I got to meet Governor Joson at the Aquino Airport when I landed. So I came in, landed, and it was sobrang init. It was super hot. So I had a leather jacket on because I'm coming from New York. They were joking with me. Oh, it's a little cold. I was like, yeah, all right. They made me gago. They're like, oh, gago wala. Sabi daw, mainit, hindi malamig. So when I landed, I'm walking out, and all of a sudden the heat hits me, and I'm like, holy snap. And I took my jacket off, my hoodie,
Sweated.
and I was sweating. And as soon as I was getting past the gates of, you know, because, you know, they was stamping my stuff, and Joe Grosby was like, oh, there goes the guy that we're going to play for.
Yep.
And I seen it, and let me tell you something. Mr. Joson, he had security.
Bodyguards.
Yep.
Like, I was like, damn, this is gangster right here.
I
So,
know,
whoa,
right?
at my age, seeing that, I was like, damn, this is big time. Like, you know, I'm in the Philippines.
You're in Nueva Ecija, man.
Nueva Ecija,
Yeah.
Kapaladuan.
So nung paglapag mo sa airport, ano yung naramdaman mo? Meron ka bang
Excited, man.
Excited.
Yeah.
Because it's a different culture. I didn't ask how the people are. Because I seen, once I was playing with basketball, I seen how inspirational they love basketball, how much they were connected. And I said, all I got to do is perform. Do my best, give my best, do my job.
And then you guys went straight to Nueva Ecija.
Went straight to Camp Aguinaldo.
Camp Aguinaldo.
Yes, because that's where, like I told you, I met Colonel Austria. He was a good friend. He was the manager, which he was a colonel. And he was a good friend with Joe Lipa.
Oh,
Coach
Joe
Joe Lipa.
Coach, yeah.
Buhay ba yun?
Pangalangala.
Oh, Bangalangala still. He's still alive, kicking. He's like the
best.
he's one of he
legends,
still is.
man.
He's
That's
still,
the legend.
The leading ano yun, isa sa mga
Joe.
magaling na ano yun.
Exactly.
yes, and he always. And when I first met him, of course, he seen me. I was like, wow.
Kuya Yo, meron ka bang mic? No? Meron kasi sana ako itatanong dito eh. Kung ano yung paborito niyang team back in those days.
Yes, please ask anything. I mean,
Yeah, so
anybody.
anyway, nakapasok na tayo ng NBA, Alex. Siyempre, 1999. So, kailan ba nag-start tong NBA na to?
That started at
Just when he got picked up.
yeah.
No, yung
the
talagang
first-
nag-start talaga.
98 was the first year.
Yun yung una niya.
Was the NBA first started.
Yeah.
I
Si-
came in
mga pa-
December 7th. I remember
On
this,
that year,
December
right?
7th, 1998.
Yeah.
Then I came into January, which turned into 99, which was...
I can see that you didn't sign a long-time contract for
No.
for this
it was
team.
It was how do I say, is experience charged to the game. Don't take words. It wasn't there. It was because the league was having its I guess financial problems.
Bago pa lang,
yeah.
yan.
And I never voiced my opinion because I was still fresh in the league.
Okay.
And I respected everything everyone told me from
So-
from ABS-CBN to the manager to the owner, which was the Hosons. I respected everything they said. I did whatever I had to do. It was just, I guess at that time they just didn't like Magaluhan.
If you can recall, do you still remember the date on your first game as a NBA player?
Ooh, wow.
And what team is that?
That was definitely Nueva Cup into one against. They have it on. I seen it. Someone made up an NBA page. It was going against San Juan Knights against Benel Belingit and Jerome Hersa.
Under Estrada's.
Estrada, yes,
Estrada.
yes.
I won.
Jingoy, right? Jingoy Estrada.
Yeah.
He's mayor at that time.
Yeah, and he kind of gave me some looks. You know, he's definitely a charismatic type of person when it comes to watching basketball. He reacts and everything, and you can tell.
Who's the coach at the time? Philip Cesar?
Yes.
Yes, Philip, the vice mayor.
Yes. It was amazing. Like I told you, I didn't know I was going against so many legends.
Okay, in your first game, what happened? Tell me. Tell us.
Man, it was physical.
How many blocks? How many rebounds? How many points?
That I can remember. I had about
technicals.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the truth. You know, like I said, when you're in the Philippines, you do as the Filipinos do.
Yeah.
And I try to catch on to their style of play. I guess I was playing too aggressive, and they knew when to play aggressive. You know, they picked the times when they hit you. I guess I did it too many times, and being eager to prove myself. I think I had one dunk that was kind of nasty from a pass from Willie Miller.
Willie Miller.
Yeah, the Thriller Miller. He was on my team, and we were on the same team, and I had Joel Chineco, the Chineco brothers, Dondon Postanes, Joel Gaspar, couple of great players, man. I said, like, these are legends that played in the league for so long that I didn't even know that they had that type of level of stardom. They were teaching me everything. That game was close to the end, but it was in the San Juan. Was in the San Juan night? No, it was in Corneta. I remember Corneta Astrodome. Astrodome. Yeah, we lost against them by 6 points. I think 6 or 8 points. That's how long ago? It was 1999. That's. Whew,
we're going to continue our conversation together with Coach Eric and Alex. By the way, I just want to say hello to JB Algulo. Yun. Kay Antonio, Sir Antonio Tanyada, thanks for tuning in with us this afternoon. Mark Bermudez, yan, nice to see you last night. Deb Runner, Mitch, Mick. Yeah, Mick.
I guess that's the one you're training, bro.
Yan. Chris, ano yun?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Kay Christian Malaginyang, sabi niya, idol yan. Yan, idol ka pala ni Christian Malaginyang. Yan, hello. Kay Louis Roa from Oregon, from Portland. Yan, sabi niya, hello Kuya Jay and your guest. Kay Idelfonso Marsan Batay Jr., sabi niya, this guy huge. He can play football as a tight end.
Not no more. Remember this, I'm 46 and I had 3 major operations. I'm so blessed to still play the game and inspire or do what I can. Thank you, but I'm retired for playing any sport.
These 3 major operation. Tell us about this one.
I had a back surgery, L4 L5 slip disc.
Oh. Where did you get that?
I playing basketball and I was with a Nebra at the time.
Sino, natira ka ba ni?
Hindi, wala. It was with Andy Siegel.
Oh.
We were practicing really hard because, we were fighting to get back into the finals. And it was just hard work, and we both jumped in the air. I kind of landed awkward, and him being 6'9".
May stretch, dinala ka sa stretcher.
Yeah, and then I just was in practice.
Oh.
So I just went to the side and just, stretched out a bit, and then the next day when I tried to get out of bed, I felt parang may sunog, parang fire sa likod. So it took a long time, but once again, I can't play football no more. All I could do is just.
Naglaro ka rin ba ng football?
Before.
Oh,
But just for fun.
Just
Never,
for fun.
Not professional.
Okay.
Well,
So 1999 is the NBA. So we're gonna break this this ice now going to PBA. So ano nangyari dito? All of a sudden from NBA nag-jump ka sa PBA 2000.
Well, to go back to the NBA when I jumped to the PBA I jumped from Nueva Ecija to Pangasinan Waves.
Pangasinan.
And that's when I first met Chot Reyes, Coach Chot.
Coach Chat. Oy.
Yeah, he was there.
Did you hear that, Eric?
Yeah.
Shout out mo si Coach.
Shout out kay
Yeah.
Coach Chad.
Nasa LA ngayon yan.
Exactly.
Yes. Most definitely, it was a learning experience, and from that, there was some issues and problems because I think my agent wasn't here, so I was having some problems. So I had to defend myself. So sometimes I think I made a decision where it was either make me or break me. So I had to take it. I had to jump to an opportunity to try out for the PBA.
So si Coach Reyes ang nag-ano sa'yo? Recruit sa'yo?
Hindi. I was there before he came. And then after that, something with management, I don't know what happened after that because it was as a player, we don't know these things. We really can't
Wala ka bang agent nun? Nung time na
No, my agent he wasn't there present. It's very hard for when you're trying to be an agent across seas when you're doing it from abroad. And there's issues and things. You can't verbally say something. You got to be presently there. So, Champagne, there was some things. And as a player, we don't know these things, unless you're really close to the coach. And nobody was really close at the time because we were all fighting for jobs.
So ikaw undrafted ka, to make the story short?
Yes, direct draft. I was direct
From
hire.
what team?
From Pangasinan Waves to Ginebra.
Ginebra, San Miguel?
Yes.
Wow, napakaswerte mo naman. So at that time, sinong coach doon? Si Coach Sonny Jaworski pa rin?
Hindi naman. It was Coach Alan K. Dick.
Coach Alan K. Dick.
The trigger man, yeah.
The trigger man, yan, back in
Yeah.
those days. So, siyempre, iba yung atmosphere sa NBA tsaka sa PBA. So, anong pagkakaiba nun?
Wow. Before I even jumped into the PBA with Ginebra, I had a couple of people. Well, Tim Albos, the owner of Pangasinan Waves at the time, he got me to watch Ginebra game in Ultra, if people remember Ultra.
Ultra, yeah, in Pasig.
Yeah, Pasig. And when I went there, I seen the crowd. I was like, oh my gosh, this crowd is insane. You couldn't even hear the coaches, hey, nah, bruh, and all that stuff that I liked that got me going. I was blessed because Ron Jacobs was there at the time, and of course seeing that I seen Jaworski play, but that was his last time to be a player coach. So that's when I was starting to see Alan K. Dick. That was player coach. He came in for him.
So, nung pumasok ko sa Ginebra, ano yung ini-expect mo na mangyayari sa doon? Na magiging first five ka ba? Or bench
No.
player? Anong iniisip mo nung time na yon? Kasi siyempre, nandun lahat yung feelings na ninenervyos ka, masaya ka, excited ka. Diba? Kasi Ginebra to isa sa mga pinaka big time na team sa Pilipinas to.
I treated
Never say die team to.
Yes, I treated it like it's showtime because how I seen the fans and how I felt like I was like a WWE wrestler.
So nung pinasok mo tong Ginebra, sino yung mga players?
Siyempre si Vahel Meneses, si Baldabid, si Elmer Lago, si Ives Dignadice, si Merwin Costello. Legends and veterans that have been in the game. Jun Limput, Wilma Ong.
Inabot mo ba si Marlo?
Marlo, that's what I got. That's what he got traded for.
Na-trade ka?
Nande sa akin. This is si Jun Limput.
Oh, okay.
Sa trade sa
Hindi kayo nag-abot?
He and
Kuya Yo, sino yung paborito mong team? Ha? Habang pinipix mo, sino ba yung paborito mong team? Comment? Baka iba team nito, hindi Ginebra. Ay, sumagot
Mukhang Alaska.
Hindi, mukhang
Wag namang hiya, kuya. Wag namang hiya. There he is.
Hindi, alam ko paboritong team niya. Crispa yan, Crispa.
Yo, those are the days. But
Crispa si Kuya Yo. Yan, hindi makasagot
Yeah, may mga legend. I mean, I guess they will have a reunion of Coach Larry's Letran Nights. They will be in the tournament this weekend.
Oh yeah.
So
nice.
marami talagang mga Crispa, Toyota, I mean, former great taste player that might come on that weekend.
Nga pala bago natin makalimutan, gusto nga pala magpasalamat sa mga taga Virginia. Yan, thank you so much sa inyo. Magkita-kita tayo diyan sa June.
Virginia Beach,
yung tournament na yan.
Yeah, si Coach Larry Aison actually will be here. Ex-PBA players as well from Letran Knights too, who happened to have like back-to-back champion when at his prime in Letran. So he will be here to play for Las Vegas team.
Oh, okay.
With Papa Vic and Luel. So we're hosting the Virginia Beach tournament. I'm co-hosting with them, helping out. It is happening in June 11 and 12 for Independence Day tournament in Virginia Beach. Happen to be invited sila Jay and some of the teams as well who's interested to join and want to go to the East Coast. So
Las Vegas Fil-Am International team will be there. Yan. Mag-represent ang Las Vegas dyan.
I want to get everybody, Jay.
Yeah, so-
Kasi lahat ng Fil-Am ng gusto ko be trained before they go anywhere in the Philippines or anywhere in Asia. It's not an easy sport. It's not an easy sport when you go to Asia. So I would love to. That's why I'm saying I'm here. Nadito na ako. Parang sa share yung experience. I'm not an egotistic person. I just say it like it is, and if you don't like it, then you have to understand that's what got me to stay there for so long.
Yeah, ayos. So, bago natin makalimutan, ang sarap na nung kwentuhan dito sa dito sa Hinebra, team na pumapasok na siya doon. So, ano nangyari nung time na naglaro ka nung first game mo? Sinong nakalaban mo?
Oh, syempre.
Anong team yan?
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Sino ba sikat doon?
Coach Jay. Coach, and who's sikat?
Oh, doon sa Red Bull.
To me,
Yeah, nung time
to
na-
me at the time was the first time we played again was Jimwell Torion.
Jimwell Torion, yeah.
Jimwell. Devon Harp, of course, because he was my kalaban siyempre sa center.
So ano bang position mo doon? Power forward or
No,
center? Center talaga.
Center
Naku, napakahirap
retraction.
pala ng trabaho inabot nito. Talagang
Center of attraction, man.
So lagi kami mga rito, mga itim na mga
Pasa, yeah.
pasa.
All the time.
Ano ba yung pasa sa English?
Basa. What?
No.
Hindi, pasa.
Pasa.
Like a
That's
black,
basa.
black-
Alright, like a.
like a black eye. Ano ba
Oh,
tawag?
like a bruises.
Bruises, yeah.
Bruises.
Yeah.
Yes, bruises. Of course, I didn't. That was part of the game, man. I liked. I guess that's why I stayed with Enebra, because Enebra was a never say die type of team.
Kasi hindi man kasi siyempre alam mo ang sentro ang trabaho niyan, shot blocker yan,
Yeah.
rebounder yan. They'll hit, yan talagang ang sinasabi kasi nila, akala na points. No. It's not all about points. It's all about defense din.
Exactly.
Kaya nga yung basketball, hindi lang naman kaya ng isang tao yan eh. It's all about team game talaga. Hindi kayang ipanalo ng isang tao ang isang team.
What do they say? The only thing that's an I in team is a win.
Yes.
That's the right terminology to say.
Yeah. Oh.
So everyone's got to have their role to go in
Yeah.
and do their job. I think that's what it was, because when Ron Jacobs was there, he knew how to manifest each player. This is your role. This is this. This is that.
Mahirap bang training sa Ginebra?
When Ron Jacobs was there, ulit.
Walang good time. May good time din.
No, syempre. Met a good time when you have a winning streak and all the plans come into motion and you win from that. Of course, there's great times, there's laughs, there's giggles. But when you're losing and you're a team that shouldn't be losing because you have so much talent, of course it was, egos come out, mouths come out with more pointing and saying, well, he should be doing his job.
Yeah.
See, people don't understand this. You got to have an ego. You got to have some type of attitude, because basketball is a game of attitude.
So how long did you play for the PBA?
I played 13 years.
13 years. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yan.
7 years with, 7 years with Enebra. 6 to 7 years with Enebra, and the rest were talk and text.
So sa talk and text, ano nangyari diyan? Na-trade ka ba diyan?
Yeah. They traded me for somebody. I forgot. I think it was at the time.
Kanino?
I don't even remember. I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken.
Anong naramdaman mo?
It hurt. It hurt because
Para ka nawala ng girlfriend?
it hurt more than a girlfriend.
Yeah, kasi siyempre doon ka
Because
nag-start
that's the love. That's the true love. That's what made me stay with Ginebra. Was the
In-explain ba
familiar.
sa'yo kung bakit?
Well, it was just, I think, a management's decision.
For the best of the team?
I think it was for the cap. I don't know.
Oh, salary cap. Mahal ka pala eh. Masyado yata mahal yung ano mo eh.
I guess I wasn't living up to the expectation of what they wanted, but I was still doing my job. Of course, this is the breaks of the game that people got to understand. It is a business. But when I went to talk and text, if you look at my stats and the time that I played there, if they still have them, which I believe they do, my hustle points, my points with the minutes are almost the same. If I played 25 minutes, I'd have at least 19 points, 16 points. It's guaranteed. Rebounds, hustle boards. I was up there. I don't like really talking like this. I kind of feel egotistic, man. It doesn't feel right.
Well, earlier, nung
You know.
nagsisimula tayo kanina, na-mention na ni Alex yun na nakakuha siya ng 3 championships sa PBA.
Yeah.
So, anong team to?
Ginebra.
All-
Back to back, 2004,
All
2005.
Ginebras.
Yes, Ginebras.
Tapos, kaya talaga masakit talaga.
Yeah, I got traded before those championships. When I came back, that's when we won. That's the thing, and the people got to understand. I never expected to be traded, but these are the breaks of being a professional. You never know it, and the unexpected happens. So you got to be ready all times.
So, as a PBA player, anong ilahat mo na maging anong isang team kanina yung nilipatan mo?
Talk and text.
Talk and text.
Yes.
So, ano yung pinakamasarap na naramdaman mo as a player sa PBA? Yung memorable experience mo na hindi mo makakalimutan hanggang sa ngayon.
I would,
Besides championships.
no, listen, yeah. The best experience was meeting good-hearted people along the way. They really put something in my heart. It was like they were getting older, and I was the young blood coming in, and they seen how wild I was at one point. No one could stop me but me. And of course, when you're playing for big teams like this, they got to stop you. I think the most memorable moments was just, like I said, it's hard. It's just a party life, who you meet up with and the things you do. I mean, it comes with the job. Everywhere you go, any professional. I don't speak on their behalf, but I speak on mine, which is still the same of partying when you're a professional.
So, ano ba ang advantage ng isang PBA player sa isang ordinaryong citizen sa Pilipinas?
To tell you the truth, it is the fame. It's the fame.
That's it.
It's the fame. It's being on TV and playing for a ball club. I mean, there was times when I bumped into certain people in the club and they tried to start something, and I was like, "Man, you're cool. Relax, man. Just talk to me. I ain't gonna." Oh, you're gonna. Come on, man. I'm not a monster. Like, you don't think like. And then, like after the fight and an argument, we go to the what do they call those? The barangay. The barangay thing.
Barangay.
Yeah, and they would sign something in a bladder. And,
Bladder. Yeah,
and
you
I'd
do
be
that
like,
again. You're in
Yeah,
trouble.
no, and then like I would talk to the guy, and the guy was like, "Listen, I know this is just because of who you are. This person's making up a story." He says, "Just drink with him after this. You become friends." And that's exactly what I did. I drank with them and became friends. Sometimes there's a misunderstanding, and syempre when two people are medyo lasing, you become this egotistic. Bakit? We're like, relax, man, relax, calm down. So these things that like I said, the memorable moments was the experience of showbiz. When I climbed into showbiz.
Nag-artista ka rin?
Parang
Siyempre, share mo sa amin yan. Kaya nga meron tayong Alex Crisano ngayon eh.
Yes, I at one time 2000, I think it was 2004, 2005. Yes, I met a girl at showbiz.
So, anong role yan?
Siyempre, sikat boyfriend from basketball, I would say. You know, people get the wrong impression. That's all I got to say is like when they think that you have no other ways out. They think you're going to go into showbiz to become, you know, sikat, to make more money. I really didn't care. I think that's what made people like me because that's money or no money. You know, you're chasing happiness and fun. And at that age, no one taught me. Walang kasama yung familia doon sa Philippines. Ako lang. So, syempre, may ibang people yung tao. May sa loob sa bahay ko or sa loob sa drinking session. Kwentuhan, yun lang. Walang, pare, this is what you gotta do, man. No, this was just me being me, living my life to the fullest. I mean, you learn from it.
Alam ko meron kayong bagong segment ni yung meron kayong bagong show ni Coach Eric. Eric, before we continue that conversation about the living proof. Gusto ko malaman yan kung paano nag-start yung kay Alex. So, paano kayo nagkakilala ni Mr. Casano?
Alex, sa tournament din. Like, he's representing other state that used to be in the tournament that
Filusa.
we are. So, in this Dolphy Cup, with Filusa.
Yeah, with Filusa, Dolphy Cup.
Yeah. Then, happened to, I'm the one hosting it, that Papa Ben's Cup. So, after that, like, I saw
Which is
Alex every April. So, nakita kami doon. Then nakita ko si Alex, but before I left Philippines, we used to be helping out. I'm from Sports Unlimited, BSCBN. So yung MBA is part of our what we've been doing kasi nasa isang group ng NTFC.
Sino bang pinaka-head ng Sports Unlimited?
Ang Sports Unlimited is Dayan Castillejo.
Okay.
Pero sa si Peter Musky, yung Vice President ng operation ng MBA sa overhead ng MBA, which is happened to Coach Mon Fernandez is the commissioner.
Okay.
So Coach Peter, Sir Peter Musky, the Vice President, bali parang we're related, we're friends since when I was like 10 years old. So now after that, bali kaya that's why I ended up participating in doing this tournament. I had that experience to organize events, especially basketball.
Pero nang nakita mo si Alex na naglalaro alam mo bang siya, ex-pro siya right away or
alam ko na kasi like you said 1998 I was employed by ABS-CBN at that time. Okay. And I was in NBA too.
Kailan ka dumating dito?
Dumating ako 2003.
Uy, okay.
So that's why I already knew him.
So nakikita mo pala.
Oh. I mean, we already, that's why nung you asked about when it was started. I told you 1998 because sila yung mga pioneers ng NBA. Like
sila yung mga sikat.
Exactly. Sila yung mga supposedly to be drafted by PBA, but it happens like ito yung first time ko anong ginagawa ng MPBL right now.
Okay.
So we're bringing the league to the grassroots para naman lahat makapag-participate, hindi lang yung just PBA itself. So kasi ang daming player
Okay.
Ay gusto maglaro. So yun. So I saw him and then nung nag-cross yung path namin since I was busy at that time, but after that we managed to talk. And then doon na nagsimula yung friendship namin. And then this pandemic hits and all that, we became much more closer.
Ayos. Pero bago natin ituloy ang ating kwentuhan, shoutout nga pala kay Ate Sara Balabagan-Sereno na nasa San Jose na nakikinig at nanonood sa atin ngayong hapong ito. Kay Coach Rino Salazar, yun, thanks for tuning in.
Coach, kumusta?
Yeah. From Ginebra, San Miguel. Yan. Kay James Santillan, sabi niya, Alex to Mark Bang. Ano yun?
Bang? I don't know. Is that
Alex to Mark Bang? I don't know. But anyway, thanks for tuning Thanks for tuning in with us. Yun. Yes, sir. Pamilya Washington DC, Pamilya Washington, let's go. J Mac. Yun, sabi ni Josh Garcia, let's go. See you, Kuya. Yan, Moses Isman from the Philippines. Thanks for tuning in with us. Pa-shoutout, brother. Yan. Hello sa inyo tsaka sa pamilya niyo dyan sa Pilipinas. Stay safe and God bless.
Yes.
Yan. So, ganun palang istorya. Kaya pala, Actually, mga kababayan, nung meron kasi pagkakataon na interview din ako nitong dalawan to, yung show nila. So it's a big honor na yun, na-share ko sa kanila yung istorya ko, kung paano ako nag-start dito sa Pilipinas, yung mga struggle dito, mga pinagdaanan ko rito sa Amerika. Yun. So kung gusto niyo malaman 'yan, meron akong naging interview sa kanila. But anyway, Coach Eric, natutuwa ako at dinala mo rito yung Pamilya Washington, yung tinatawag nating Spring Invitational, at nagsama yung AAPBA together with Tito Mali Umali. Yan, at kami natutuwa kasi napakaraming team na lumahok dito sa ating tournament. Pwede mo bang i-shoutout tong mga team na to?
Yes, naku. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was my pleasure, guys, na mapasalamatan natin yung mga teams na kanina yung the 19 and under team, na mention na natin, and likewise right now
mga taga Baltimore.
Ni Baltimore, Coach Eddie Padilla, Portland CrossFix. We have Alonzo Lucian from Canada, Jerome Alonso, the UE from Hawaii.
Yes.
Phoenix, Bong Molina.
Yan, Kalabong.
Yeah, the Coast, and then California. Yeah, TransLink. And then the Chosen Few, and Arizona FABA, and then the Evolution. I guess Evolution is coming from San Francisco as well, and then Aloha from Hawaii, the High Rebels, that's from Hawaii as well, and then I guess again Washington DC for our 43 over, managed by Val, and the Legacy, Charlie from San Francisco, Picapoke, Motown, Cactus. These from Arizona, from Arizona, and then Detroit. Yeah, that Motown. Polar Junkies, and then the Gen X, and the Freestyle from San Francisco. What else? The Famigo, same thing, from Arizona. Evolution again, and SFKO from San Francisco. San Diego Republic, Coach Atoy Pangilinan, the High Rebels from San Francisco. And then Seattle represent their own too. And then Will and Ride, Las Vegas Pinoy, De Castro, and the Santo Niño, Ponky Alor, their team in Santo Niño, Cebu. So, and then the old school. Ito yung mga sila Coach Rino Salazar.
Yan. Yan ang mga the living legend.
The living legends yan. Yeah, Ponky.
Sila Ponky.
Exactly.
I still remember.
Happy birthday nga pala kay Ponky Alor.
Happy birthday.
Tsaka kay Coach Rino Salazar. Happy birthday.
Coach Rino, the best.
Yan. Tsaka sa kay nga pala, bago makalimutan, yung tatay ko, happy birthday, Daddy Pepe.
Pwede mag-shot na tayo.
Yan.
Pwede mag-shot mamaya.
Go ahead.
Okay na ako.
Pwede mag-shout. Not shot.
Shut
because
up.
it's his birthday.
Shut up.
But at the same shut up. Don't say it. Kampai. Now, I just want to say, because I was reading the messages, I want to say what's up to JV, El Angulo. I was with him in Boston. Thank you for coaching and being there and inspiring the old and the new. And my boy Mick, and of course, Kevin Duncan, Dr. Oy. As a good guy right there.
Yeah,
Kevin Dunk, even Mick, you guys have been with me since I've been home and been watching and keeping up to date with me, and I appreciate that. Love and respect, and keep building, and good luck, Mick, with your son. He's doing great.
Yep.
Nice. Yun, konti lang pala yung sasali, no?
Madami, konti lang.
Ang dami. So,
may isang page pa kaya lang.
I'm really excited dito sa...
Hopefully, nasabi ko lahat.
I'm really
It's like about
excited.
65 teams.
65 teams. Konti lang pala. 65 lang. Yan. I'm really excited dito sa tournament natin na mangyayari ngayong weekends na to. We're gonna start this afternoon, 5 o'clock mga kababayan. Sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino na mga basketballista, kung gusto nyo manood dito, yun, punta lang po kayo sa Tarkanian Basketball Academy located at 2730 South Rancho Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yan.
Oh, I wanted to say this, Jay. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off
No,
real
no, go
quick. The reason why you said what is this? Alex to Mark Bang.
What's
you know
that?
what that meant? It was Alex Crisano passed it to Mark Aguiwa.
Mm-hmm.
Bang for 3. That's what I.
Dahil kasi ito si James Santillan, number 1 diehard ng Hinebra to eh.
Talaga.
Saka baka ma-meet mo rin to kasi ano to eh, naglalaro sa liga ko to every Wednesday yung All Filipino namin. Yan.
Anong age ito?
Hindi ko alam kung anong edad nito eh, pero ano siya.
I don't want to expose his age, man.
Yeah, hindi ko pero siguro matanda tayo dito. Pero talagang ano to, number 1 Hinebra fan to. So, no, James, kung gusto mo ma-meet si Alex, pumunta ka lang, anong oras ka ba nandun mamaya? Para sa mga fan na ano mo.
That's up to.
Do you have game tonight?
No, we don't have a game tonight.
Wala. Kailan ang game nyo?
I think
Saturday.
Okay, so go ahead, invite your friends.
Yes, so whoever wants to come and watch me try and do something like I used to do, yeah, please. It'll be fun, entertaining, and at the same time, it'll be a memory I won't forget because you're coming to watch and support the whole Washington, D.C. and Las Vegas. It's a great cause, and that's the reason why I'm here to support at the same time, to meet and greet, and to be here with Jay right now. And when I was talking to you about Jay, I said, we'll see who this guy is. We're gonna talk to him besides off the microphone. And I see what I got. And he's a real dude, man. I'm gonna tell you this, not too many people are real like this on and off the microphone that I know. So far, Enrico and Jay, I met these are the most realest cats right now that I can see they do it from their heart.
Thank you. Salamat.
Yeah.
True, totoo.
Nakakaiyak ka naman.
Totoo yan eh, kasi, you gotta honor those who do hard work.
Siyempre, ako naman, ang trabaho namin dito ni Kuya Yo is to promote these other people. Hindi lang sa sports. Siyempre, meron din ako tinatawag na Fil-Am Musika every Sunday. We just love helping people out without asking for any return.
It should never been like that. Then, if you're gonna help from the heart, that's from the heart. If they want to give something, if you ask, that's just wrong. But if they give support, that's good enough, I think.
Para sa gumaga sa pag nakita natin na umasenso itong isang tao, siyempre proud ka na, nakarating siya sa dream na talaga niyang gustong puntahan. Talaga parang ka na rin eh, yung, gumaga sa mission accomplished. Diba? So, yun lang. Talagang nakakatawa. Marami rin tayong kami ni Kuya Yo, hindi na namin i-mention kung sino yung mga natulungan namin. Talagang nakakatuwa pagka yung mga tao talaga may nararating. Kaya kung di naman, at least, na-share nila kung anong meron sila. Yun lang naman ang pinaka-importante. Yun, kagaya dito kay Alex at syempre, nadidinig lang natin, Alex Crisano. When you say Alex Crisano, like the Dennis Rodman in the Philippines. Pero syempre, hindi natin alam kung saan nagmula, paano nag-start. May mga istorya yan eh. Kagaya na sinabi ni Alex, hindi niya naman pinangarap na magkaganyan. Pero, destiny ba yung sinasabi mo kanina? Yung
I signed.
Sign. Yung Yun. So, napakaswerte mo rin dahil siyempre, hindi lahat ng mga naglalaro ng basketball, narating yung narating mo. For playing more than 10 years, hindi lahat
I went through the trials. That's what I tell people. You think it was easy for me just because I was tall? How about I had to do every job task that was given? Lagi naman bigay yung coach, this is your job. Siyempre, may ego ko eh kasi I could shoot, I could do that. At the time, I was like that. I wanted to prove myself, coach. Pwede mo mag-shoot ako eh, 3 points. Wala pa. I even at one time, challenged Alan K. Dick to a shooting contest.
Tinalo mo ba?
Guess who won?
Who?
You're looking at him. That's true.
Really?
I don't know. No, but just say it. It's the first time I knew it.
And then, syempre,
It's good
Bawe,
to happen, yeah.
he Bawe, siya.
Yeah.
I must have had him on an off day.
Yeah, that could happen.
It happens.
Yeah, di ba sumali siya ng 3-point shootout? Wala nga siya na shoot. Tatlo lang
Yes,
yata.
I'm just telling you, it happens to the best of the superstars that you think. It happens. Even LeBron James got beat by a girl on a set of Space Jam. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
In a shootout. So it happens. But he made Bawe and he got me, and he got his 2,000 pesos back.
Pero sometimes, like what I just told you earlier, yung ang basketball, sometimes you have to sacrifice everything to win the team.
Yes.
Kaya yun, siyempre, you're a good shooter, but they needed you in the middle of the court as a center.
Yes.
Diba?
And
So yun
that
yung
was our job.
yung mga sinasabi natin na sometimes, your career is on the line, but you have to swallow what they wanted you
pride.
to do, diba?
Yes.
So, pero tignan mo naman nangyari. You got 3 championships sa Ginebra, diba? Hindi lahat ng mga naglaro sa PBA na alam ko na magagaling, merong ring. Hindi ko na mentionin yan, pero you know who I'm talking about.
Of course. Siyempre,
Maraming...
It's
May aeroplano bang dumaraan?
That's the ego taking off.
Ayun. So, yun nga, 3 rings, man. Hindi madali yan.
Yeah,
Makakuha ka ng
exactly.
3 ring. Napakahirap
It took
niyan.
a lot. It took a lot of sacrifice, but of course, I lived a crazy life.
So, syempre, hindi naman malungkot to. Pero talagang lahat naman ng mga naglaro sa PBA, wala naman kasing forever eh.
No, it's not.
So, darating tayo dito sa party na yung yung end of the career na.
Yep.
So,
That's
your 13 year of service as a PBA player. So, paano nangyari? Paano nangyari na dapat mo nang tigilan or
I kind of listen. I don't point fingers. Never did, never will. I believe when you point one finger one way, there's 3 pointing back at you. I should have took it a little bit more serious because this is what who said this to me. One of the famous actors in the Philippines. We're out in the Fort Bonifacio getting wasted.
Okay.
This is like after everything, hanging out, and we're drinking in the bar, and I'm just having fun. I'm just enjoying yung tao. Inum. Guess who came up to me and whispered, grabbed me by my shoulder, and it was in the Philippines. We were in, I think, members only, and it was in the fort, and he whispered in my ear, he goes, if you only took it a little bit more serious, Cristiano, you would have been on top of the world in the Philippines. And I'm like, I'm kind of drunk, and I'm like, what the f is this? And I looked, and guess who it was? Yeah. Guess who it was? Agamulak.
Oh, Agamulak.
Told me right to my ear. Like I said, I'll never ever say a lie. I can't. I'm not a good liar.
He was here last December.
Yeah, I mean, if he remembers, he told me right in my ear. He says, if you just stay focused and take it a little bit more serious, Cristiano, you could have been running the Philippines. Look at you. You're such a happy person, but you always play Russian roulette. Yeah, it is what it is. I had great talks with a lot of high actors in the Philippines. Jericho.
Rosales?
Yeah, he plays the guitar. Is he reborn again?
Artista.
Jericho, I forgot his last name.
Not the wrestling, right? Not the wrestler, right? Okay.
No, not the wrestler. No, it's Jericho.
No,
He's-
maybe that's the one he's talking
Maybe Jericho
about.
Rosales.
He was.
Yeah,
He
he's
played guitar. Yeah.
Artista.
GMA.
Pogi.
Yeah, Pogi.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Pogi, yeah. He came up to me one time and goes, we were in Greenbelt, and he came up to me and he said to me, Cristiano, I got to speak to you. And I said, yeah, what's up? He goes, these are the things I remember. Hit the heart, but just didn't hit the head because at the time I was just egotistically. Hit the heart. Jericho says, hey, Cristiano, the next time people keep throwing stones at you, throw back bread. Don't let the stones hurt you and defend yourself to become an angered person because they'll judge you from that. And I looked at him, I was like, all right, whatever. Like, you're not in my shoes to understand when you're an athlete and you're doing showbiz. It's hard to understand what's real and what's fake. There is a class of people that's fake and there's a class of people that's real. When you hang out with more fake people, you don't know what's real anymore. It's the truth. I remember his words. I won't forget it. And there was a new one. Someone throwing stones at you. Keep the stones and build an empire. It's either you get
Marami galit sa inyo.
It's
Bakit naman ganun?
For you to have
Bakit?
to build an empire.
yes. That's I think sa akin yun eh.
Maybe like maybe a doghouse,
Hold on.
or
I think
Para
that's
maraming
sa akin
alam
yun
to,
eh.
yo. Para
No.
maraming alam.
I was just thinking like, how could you build an empire for those stones?
Yep, listen. there's comedians that say people think that you need 20 people to run and become something. You need 3 solid MS mother to stick by you.
And fathers,
mother and fathers to stick by you. If they believe in who you are, you can run anything. You don't need 20 people to support you. You need 3 people that believe. You all have the same look. You all have the same heart. And I believe I'm in the right place at the right time to share this. You know,
I believe in you.
I wouldn't be here.
I have a big respect for you.
Listen, 100%, and I see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
When we were drinking coffee at Starbucks, it didn't change that eye. Eye didn't change.
Yeah, maybe later night, it's not gonna be coffee anymore.
Hindi, totoo yung kasabihan na yun eh. You don't judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Hindi mo kailangan i-judge yung cover ng isang libro. Dahil sa ganyan siya, dahil sa
I have an uncle who's a judge. That's his job to judge. Nobody else.
Sometimes real people you saw in a different ways. Like I said, they said it's different kinds of size and boxes. You don't know what you're gonna get, but you should be stopped by learning and knowing anybody just simply because how they look. Because sometimes there are much more real people that covering into the real dress rather than the one with...
Buti kami ni Kuya yun, hindi pa kami nahalata.
His name is Kuya what?
Yo.
Kuya Yo.
Maybe he used to be a rapper. Alex used to rap.
No,
Really?
what I did was
Kuya Yo, baka meron kang Elvis dyan. Ano yung kinakanta niya kanina?
White yun. Elvis na Elvis.
Mamaya pakakanta.
Elvis is in the house. This is Vegas, baby.
Teka muna. Kuya Yon, let me know pag ready ka na, may tatanong lang ako
Hindi, wala.
Okay, kasi hindi mo pa nasasarado yung aklat ng PBA, yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Yung book na ginad siya.
So, ano yun nga, ano nangyari? What happened? So, paano natapos ang istorya ni Alex Crisano as a PBA player? Which is naglaro ka doon sa Talk and Text.
Yes, Talk and Text. And then I went back to Inebra.
Bumalik ka pa.
That's where I got my back-to-back championship. Major Payne was there. Andy Siegel was there.
Eric Meck. Yeah.
Inabot mo ba si Billy Moody, yung kaibigan ko? Si Billy Moody?
Yes, he played for San Miguel.
San Miguel nga pala si Billy. Magkalaban pala kayo.
Yes, we had.
Shoutout nga pala kay brother Billy Moody. Mamaya magkikita kami niyan.
Moody, shout out.
Isa sa mga tutulong sa atin sa tournament.
I heard he's a good ref.
He is, yeah.
I heard he's a good ref, and the way he still looks.
I told him earlier that I gotta watch Alex this Saturday. Watch the elbow.
No, come on, listen. This guy right here is giving all that stuff up to give to the others, man. But
yeah. So, ang tagal sumagot, di pa niya sinasagot. So what happened, bro?
I guess it was just a change of I already got this.
After that Ginebra days, di ba?
Ginebra.
Bumalik ka pala doon.
Yes, after Talk and Text, great experience. I was coached by Bill Bano, another coach, American coach. Coach Bill Bano was UNLV. I guess UNLV, was he? Or
I don't know.
Trailblazers, and he was assistant coach. He taught me some. That's what made me really become a better player. When he was teaching me how to be, and then I went back to when we didn't meet the agreement on making the money with Talk and Text. That's when Jimmy Alapag went there, and then Harvey Carey.
Which is congratulations nga pala kay Coach Jimmy Alapag na isa sa coordinator ng Sacramento Kings at nasa isa pa siyang kasama siya sa Sacramento Kings
Sa G League.
Yeah. Yan, isa sa mga nagpapatakbo doon.
That's the time that I went back to Inebra.
Which is last year yata, yung summer camp.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yan, he was here sa UNLV. Nakita natin si Coach Jimmy Alapag. Yan, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Long time no see, man. Congratulations.
Yan. So, yun nga. Hindi pa rin niya sinasagot hanggang ngayon, Coach Eric.
Well, it was because of negotiations didn't go right. And I guess I didn't meet the expectations of TNT Ball Club, which I have to agree. I can't say I was the greatest player, but at my job, I did well. I felt to stay there.
Lungkot ka ba? Or I have a feeling, ito lang, sariling ano lang to. At ako feeling ko nung sinabi niya na, oh, you're going back to Ginebra, masaya siya.
Oh, sobra.
Di ba?
Ibang Ginebra, bro.
Hindi, tsaka doon siya galing.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, in PBA, parang Lakers yan eh. Everybody wants to play in Ginebra, actually.
Kung kunyari, nabigyan ka ng pagkakataon na maglaro, sa San Miguel ka nilagay.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, that's opportunity,
mabigat
right?
din yun.
But if it so happen na, parang katulad ni LeBron, like if you've been offered by a Lakers, that's something that you can't refuse. Say no. Kasi, yun ang Ginebra sa atin eh. I mean, alam mo, ang fan base ng Ginebra is like triple sa lahat ng ibang team. And when you came from Ginebra, iba ang approach eh. Di ba? Parang gano'n. I mean, like all PBA teams are okay.
Nabigyan ba si Alex ng AKA sa PBA? Ano yung AKA mo doon, Alex?
They usually used to call him Mr. Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Mr. Adrenaline had the adrenaline rush.
He's a pure dancer. Maybe that's adrenaline.
Yeah, like Gary V.
Gary V. Oh, so see? Oh, you didn't saw his dance?
Hindi ko alam na dancer pala to.
Nako.
Pasayawin kaya natin doon.
Just time mo na lang sa watch for, yung YouTube.
Kuya Yo, ready na? Hindi pa niya sinasagot eh. Pagkatapos, sige.
Bago si, what's that name from Alaska before?
Oh.
Who went from, they calling him the bad boy of the PBA now. Before you saw
Calvin.
Before you saw him dance in some, it's Alex
Calvin.
back 2000.
Yeah, I did.
Napanood ko yung YouTube nito.
I think it's 2005, 2006.
Maybe that's what he's
Actually, sa ating mga listeners, wala nakakalam na great dancer pala tong si
Shall We Dance. I did Shall We Dance, and
exactly. See?
I won it. I didn't believe it, but I just loved to dance. I had the time. It was exciting.
Pure energy of PBA. So, nakuha mo na.
Gary V.
Alaman mo na. Not the singing, the dancing.
Pero anyway, Alex, so since nasagot mo naman yung halos 70% ng tanong ko sa huli na alam ko naman naging masaya siya na nakabalik siya sa Ginebra. At kung ano man yung nangyari at na tumigil na at bumalik siya dito sa Amerika, well, siyempre, malaking accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yung naitulong mo rin sa PBA. Hindi lang sa career mo. Malaki ang naitulong mo sa PBA.
Yes. And that's why the change of lifestyle from there, living on top. Not just living on top, but being on top of everything. Getting things and not asking for them and just being given to them. If you perform well, there was marami yung sponsors na bigay sa inyo, and those sponsors were like name brands, Nike, Adidas, Fubu, Jag. The list goes on and on and on. It's like, it's just something that I'm really like, I couldn't think. I'm not processing.
Dahat libre, no? Dati, no?
Some people just gave me cars just to drive and then tell people that I was driving them. That's like that. I mean, and I'm very thankful that people did either look up to me like that as a person. I won't forget. I won't forget those who've been there for me. And those are the things that you got to give back to the people that were there for you.
Nice. Thank you. Ready na, Kuya Yo? Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alex Crisano.
Oh, wow. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? As in, if I can't help falling in love with you, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand. Hawak na kamay. Take my whole life too. Nabigay sa inyo lahat. For I can tell, falling in love with yo. Thank you. Salamat. Maraming salamat, yo. Thank you, Jay. Yes. Thank you, Rico. Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam, Ton.
Tutuloy natin yan.
Oh,
Maraming gabi.
sabi, Elvis is alive. Is in the house.
I thought Jay, I thought you were gonna. Actually, I thought Yo, since he was behind the scenes over there making the mix down and trying to find the right song, I was like, hey Yo, I hope you're gonna play. I hope you're gonna play like my way, like. But
Save that for last. Save that for last.
Listen, that's for my
We got
last.
some
That's
game.
for my last hurrah.
Yeah, man.
That's what they say
We
in
got
the
some
Philippines.
tournament to go, man.
They say in the Philippines,
We're not
you
gonna
play
do
that.
We're gonna do that.
Patay siya.
Patay. We're not gonna do
Thank
that.
you, Yo. That
Yo.
was a great selection.
Kuya,
Maraming
thank you so
salamat.
much,
Thank you.
Anyway, bago tayo magtapos sa ating masarap na kwentuhan ngayong hapon na ito.
Mahaba na, grabe.
Alex, anong masasabi mo or pwede mong sabihin sa ating mga kabataang Pilipino? Yun, so go ahead.
Bukod sa pagkanta mo ng
Yan,
Elvis.
Definitely, I enjoyed. I think, the Filipinos that have been there. I want to say thank you for being a part of my career, drinking with me, singing with me, being there when my breakups with certain women in my life, being there too. Yes, that was. That's. I want to say thank you so much for appreciating me for who I am, not what I had.
The best, Alex.
For not what I gave, but for what you've seen in me. I want to say that, may God bless you along your ways of life, and I hope you're all healthy. Just, I might be coming back to the Philippines.
There you go.
To most definitely give back to the fans and to some of the players.
Living proof.
To be there to support and to have a drink with. I mean, drinking is a part of solutions, but not all night.
Gin.
Tsaka nga pala,
Gin.
Alex and Eric, please, paki-announce nyo sa amin kung saan namin mapapanood yung show nyo. Which is, I believe this is every Friday, right? Kasi actually, kasama ako dito. Kaya hindi ako makasama dahil super busy sa Friday. So, go ahead, invite your...
I think I'll leave that to Enrico.
Go ahead, Alex.
Ready?
Well, sorry guys, kami din kasi busy rin like Jay. So, when it comes to a lot of tournaments, but we're just really inspired na para sa mga bata to. Kasi I'm living on the living proof for Alex. Kasi like, that's why we are trying to guess those kids para ma-inspired and so they know who's really the retired PBA players like Alex and especially the Fil-Am. Alex is, Coach Jay asked me who's the first Filipino-American who played in PBA. So that's actually how I got inspired to guest Alex and to do the show for the living proof kasi
we got some Fil-Ams that played in the NBA
exactly
too.
Like Ricky Brown, we keep on texting coach shout out kay Coach Ricky
Quick Brown Fox ba?
Brown Fox so parang sabi ko kailangan meron kang yung talagang may gumawa talaga noon o nagawa na nakabalik na. So Alex is the one who's really the living proof if they wanted to know what is really happening kasi ganun so doon kami na inspired doon ko nasabi na then that's how we started every Friday now before like every other day so na pandemic pero ngayon Friday na lang so we can get serious make
go
sure
ahead invite our friends
guys like
I think
you go
because just it's been a busy
schedule
now that everything's coming back and going back to normal by the grace of the man upstairs is giving us another chance and
sang sa Facebook
live Familia DC we're sharing it in Alex page and my page.
Now we can share it on your
DC.
page too, if you
Thank
don't
you.
mind.
You guys, like
know.
like I said, you're part of that. That's why we guest you. I mean, and we want to make you, one of the host. Para at least we could scatter kasi hindi naman lahat kilala kami doon sa East Coast, West Coast, and everyone. Para makita nila na, pag may nakikita kami nagsashine ng mga bata and wanted to go, so at least we can introduce them and expose them sa mga coaches and sa mga league owners na this kasi hindi dito lang sila nakikilala sa US they're not been known in the Philippines, so para rin makapag-represent sa mga like Gagilas, Chotres will be here this Sunday.
Gusto nga pala pasalamatan si Ralph Law sa pagtulong sa atin. Ayun, alam mo na yan, brother. So maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Ayun. Tsaka syempre, unti-unti na nating nararamdaman na nagme-merge na ang Pamilya Washington at Las Vegas Fil-Am International at saka ang AAPBA dito sa Amerika. So magandang senyalis yan para sa ating mga kababayan dito sa Pilipinas.
Shout out. So I want to give a shout out to my friend, to my close friend, Boyet.
That's Chris.
Boyet, Chris. Thanks for watching, and
shout out.
Jerson, yes, that's a message for all the people in the Philippines that have been there with me because of me, not because of what I am, no stature. Thank you for still being in my corner, inspiring me, messaging me, telling how much you miss me, and that's not bola because I've felt it, and how you inspire. They keep sending me prayers. They believe that God is putting me on a higher level. It's not about the game anymore. It's about life. So, thank yous all for reaching out, and keep believing in what I'm doing with the right people around me. Because here is the fortress going to be built.
Yan, ayos.
Keep your stones.
Maraming salamat, Coach Eric, Alex Cresano. And I would like to take this opportunity, Kuya Yo, napasalamatan tong dalawang taong to. Eric, isang malaking karangalan sa akin na makilala kita.
To you,
Especially to you, Alex. It's a big honor for me na makilala kita. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you, brother, na kahit na wala ka sa larangan na ng PBA, you're still here with us. Tinutulungan mo pa rin kami. You're sharing your talents to these kids. So tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Merong nagtatanong, sino ba yung paborito mong singer?
Ngayon si Alex na
Hindi ikaw. Ano ba yung mga...
Sabi ni
Hindi kasi...
Seltzer, Michael Bublé.
Hindi, ikaw yung Michael Bublé daw, sabi ni Coach Reno. Pero...
Bakit ako?
Hindi, yung sabi, parang boses daw.
Paborito ko kasi si Andrew E.
Andrew E?
Oo.
Kinakanta mo ba yun?
Naku, hindi.
Ano ba yung mga...
Tol, baka mawalan kayo ng mga listener. Kaya keep na natin yung sayang naman yung dumadami na yung page nyo. Kuya, dumadami na
Mga eraser alam mo yun?
Sayang yung mga 1 million followers na. Pawag yung 1,000
Hindi ko alam, siguro 1 million abot na.
Pero huwag kayo mag-alala mga kababayan. Hindi lang itong huling pagpunta ni Coach Eric Quintana at ni Alex Cresano dito sa ating studio. So pipilitin natin mapakanta to. Nadali natin si Alex sa susunod. Titirahin naman natin si Coach Eric.
Ako, guys.
Yeah, so guys, last words bago tayo magsara ng tindahan, ng pansitan. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach Eric.
Guys, thank you. Hey, Jay, thank you so much. Actually, it's a pleasure for us to, in our organization, na guest mo, and then they know what are we trying to do and ano yung gusto nating i-accomplish. Of course, is always something, for anything you do, there's always a purpose. And the purpose is pagsamahin natin yung exhibition tournament ng West Coast and East Coast. And that's actually, we're trying to bring the East Coast here para naman ma-experience nila. And it's not only because of the competition, in any sports that we do, there always sportsmanship on that. So, at the end of the day, we're learning to know, yung fields ng iba't ibang lugar. Especially to meet up like all Filipinos na Filipino-Americans and even Filipino-Canadians na makikita natin dito sa event. At the same time, na we can unite and we can be one.
Alex, go ahead. Last word for.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and thank you, Jay. I gotta say thank you, thank you, man. Appreciate it, much love.
Kristo yan,
Pag
Krista.
nag-grab si Kuya Yo.
Actually, hindi ko sure kung mamaya ka ba pupunta o bukas, Kuya Yo? Mamaya, i-interview niya yung mga ex-pro doon, tsaka
Of
yung mga
course,
ibang mga
yeah.
bata doon.
That's
Yun.
gonna be awesome.
I believe,
Awesome, yeah.
hindi pa ako sure kung makakasama niya si Ate Jen ko mamaya, so mamimit yun.
That's nice.
Isa sa mga kasama natin sa PHLV. So guys, yun, go ahead Alex.
No, that's basically from what I'm saying thank you to is because what's going on now, rebuilding and going out, extending my olive branch, whatever I can offer, whatever I could be there for. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Yo. Thank you, Las Vegas. Don't worry, I'm not going to paint the town red because it's always red here. So there's no use for me to try to do that. I'm just here to enjoy the youth and share. And please stop by and support. Maraming salamat.
Yun, guys, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay at pagsuporta dito sa aming PHLV Radio Sports by Kuya Jay. Yun. So, dati po kasi every Friday to. Ngayon, medyo on and off kami ngayon ni Kuya Yo. So, maraming salamat pa rin sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa akin dito kay Kuya Jay. Tsaka pala, I would like to invite you sa October 22-23, yung tinatawag naming Nevada Day Tournament. Ayun, under Las Vegas Fil-Am International Basketball League dito sa atin sa Las Vegas. So, matagal pa naman to. So, tapusin muna natin itong ating masarap at masayang Spring Invitational dito sa Las Vegas together with AAPBA tsaka Pamilya DC. Maraming salamat. Tsaka sa lahat po ng mga team na nagpunta rito all over the United States. Yon, sa lahat po ng mga sumuporta dito sa event na to. Taos puso po kami nagpapasalamat sa inyo at yun, maraming salamat po at God bless you all. Sa mga bumabiyahe pa papunta rito sa amin dito sa Las Vegas, drive safe po kayo dyan, mag-ingat po kayo. Yun, just take your time. Yun, nandito lang kami, so everybody's gonna be happy. It's gonna be a great event. So maraming salamat po ulit sa another fun-loving Friday dito sa ating Fil-Am Musika. Dito lang kay Kuya Jay sa ating PHLV Radio Sports by Kuya Jay. Yo. So makita-kita po tayo next week dito sa ating Fil-Am Musika Tunog Pansit Malabon by Kuya Jay. So wala po ako bukas sa Sunday mga kababayan dahil meron po kami malaking event. So maraming salamat po ulit. God bless you all. We'll see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.